The aim of this experiment to draw the characteristic curve of Zener diode and to determine its reverse breakdown voltage. The apparatus used in this experiment are a Zener diode characteristic apparatus and connecting wires. A Zener diode is represented in this way in circuit, and in the real world it looks like this. A white line on one end indicates that it is the negative terminal. A Zener diode is a normal junction diode which is heavily doped when compared to the normal diode. Usually it is used in the reverse breakdown region. Here you can see that Zener diode has more charge carrier when compared to the junction diode. Let us connect the Zener diode in the reverse bias. So far we are talking about majority charge carriers. Now let us see the minority charge carriers. There is an extremely small concentration of electrons in p-type and holes in n-type, which are thermally generated charge carriers. As you apply the voltage, the concentration of the minority charge carriers increases due to the movement of electron from valence band to conduction band. These free charge carriers are attracted away. As the charges do not cross the junction due to the potential barrier, and therefore no current flows through the circuit. By increasing the voltage further, the concentration of the minority charge carriers increases and they move towards the junction and cross it. As a result, a small current flows through the junction. As you increase the voltage further at a certain voltage, the electrons move with high speed and collide with the crystal ions. This creates more electron-hole pairs. This process occurs continuously, due to which we have extremely large amount of charge carriers. It is known as avalanche multiplication. This reverse bias voltage is also known as Zener breakdown voltage. Now, to study the characteristics, we connect the Zener diode as per the circuit diagram. Then, we gradually increase the input voltage and observe the changes in the input current and output voltage. Initially, small amount of input current flows and then it increases suddenly at Zener breakdown voltage. However, the output voltage remains constant.
Use 0.5 volts because 10 divisions make up 5 volts. The least count of this ammeter, which is used to measure the input current, is 0.5 milliamperes because 10 divisions make up 5 milliamperes. The least count of this voltmeter, which is used to measure the output voltage across the Zener diode, is 0.2 volts because 10 divisions make up 2 volts. You will observe that as the input voltage increases, the input current as well as the output voltage also keeps increasing. But once the output voltage reaches a certain value, in this case it is 6.4 volts, we find that it no longer increases. So even though I am increasing the input voltage, only the input current is increasing, but the output voltage is remaining constant at this 6.4 volts. So this 6.4 volts is the Zener breakdown voltage. So knowing this value, we have to plan our measurements in such a way that we get equally spaced measurements with more number of measurements close to the reverse breakdown voltage, which is 6.4 volts. So we will do that by first increasing the input voltage in steps of 1 volts. So the first reading let us take. So now the input voltage is 1 volt and the corresponding input current is, it's 2 divisions, so it's 1 milliamperes, and the corresponding output voltage is 4 divisions, so it is 0.8 volts. So now We will keep incrementing this input voltage in steps of 1, increasing the input voltage in steps of 0.5 volts. So note down all the values of the input voltage, input current and output voltage in the observation table, and then you can finally plot a graph of the output voltage on the horizontal axis and the input current on the vertical axis. That will give you the characteristic curve of the Zener diode.
The least count of the voltmeter V1 is 0.5 volts. The zero error of the voltmeter V1 is nil. The least count of the milliammeter is 0.5 milliamperes. The zero error of the milliammeter is nil. The least count of the voltmeter V2 is 0.2 volts. The zero error of the voltmeter V2 is nil. Table for input voltage V1, input current I1 and output voltage V0. Input voltage V1. When input voltage V1 is increased by 1 volt every time until the output voltage V0 reaches 6 volts. Similarly, when the input voltage is further increased by 0.5 volts, we observe that the input current I1 increases, but the output voltage V0 remains constant at 6.4 volts. This is called the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode. If we again try to increase the input voltage, the current increases by large amount, but the output voltage V0 remains constant. Now, we plot a graph by taking output voltage values on x-axis and the current values on the y-axis. Since the diode is connected in the reverse bias, V0 and I1 are taken on the negative x and y-axis. On x-axis, 1 cm is equal to 1 volt. On y-axis, 1 cm is equal to 4 milliamperes. Now, we plot the points on the graph. At a particular point in the graph, we observe that the output voltage remains constant while the current increases by large amount. This voltage, which remains constant, is called as the reverse breakdown voltage, and it is 6.4 volts from the graph. Thus, this graph clearly shows the IV characteristics of the Zener diode.
Friends, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you.